Yeah, okay. So my camera is having some sort of issues. So we'll start, okay? Please adjust. Let me share the screen. I'm expecting you to do some questions. We'll just discuss then, okay? Okay. I think the screen is visible, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we'll start with economy. Yeah, tell me. Yeah. So you can clearly read the seventh question, right? UPSC Prelims 2023. Sorry, 2013. Simply please voluntarily tell me, is it visible or not? Is it in a readable condition? I'm not able to see you people. That's why I'm asking.
It's visible, sir.
Okay, then just do it. Okay, I will wait for 1 minute. This is how I will be taking PYQ classes. I'll just wait for 1 minute. That is 9:04 to 9:05. You have time. You have to do it in that time. Yes, your time is up. Uh, Sorry that I won't be able to read your answers. Let me check. Can I do that? 1 second. No, I don't want to do this thing. Yep. Please forgive me. I'm that kind of an uncle guy who is having some issues with these kind of platforms. Okay, so please forgive me for that. So let's see. Before I'm diving into PYQ session, okay, PYQ directly just like blabbering the answers. I want to tell you something. Okay, what is the purpose of PYQ analysis? Everybody conduct PYQ analysis. Everybody preach about PYQs. Everybody have their own philosophies regarding PYQ. Some says PYQ enough is enough. Like just preparing for the PYQs, you will be able to get great marks. Some are of that opinion, and I am one of that guy. Okay. So what is the purpose of PYQ? That is, for example, suppose take this question. What is the question? In the context of Indian economy, which of the following is the purpose of statutory liquidity ratio? That is SLR. Okay, SLR. So what is the purpose of statutory liquidity ratio is the question, right? So before just talking about the answer, let me sorry guys. I think my laptop is having some sort of issues. Yeah. So, what is the purpose of PYQs? The main purpose of PYQ is to understand important topic. Now you will say that, see man, we all know that. We all know that if a question is asked from particular topic, from then that topic is an important topic that we can expect next year also questions from that particular topic. But it is not the case. Even if you people know about these things, most of them ignore the thing. Why? Just see. For example, suppose the topic, what is the topic that is being discussed here? That is SLR. Once you got this topic, that is 2013, that is you have to prepare on liquidity ratio. Okay, 1 second, let me change. I'm not able to. Yes, 1 second. From tomorrow, I'll be an expert. Please forgive me for that day, okay? I'm just learning things. Okay, 1 second, let me just change the platform. That's why. Yep, sorry for the delay. Yes. Okay. So the first question, I was talking about the purpose of PYQ, right? The purpose of PYQs are very simple. It is to understand the important topic. But most of the people just understand the important topic, but they ignore them. They ignore what I mean by they ignore them. Once they understood, even if they understood that important topic, they will just go for that. They won't do make note of out of it. So what should be your prelims note? Your prelims note should be based on PYQ. So for your prelims, you should be preparing for economy notes. Right from economy, you will be getting almost like 18 questions. That is 18 into 3, that is 36 marks. I'm just saying you, okay, telling you. So whenever you are preparing for some economy or something like that, some sort of questions, what you have to like, okay, yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yes. So whenever we are preparing for some topics in prelims, okay, you should be having a note definitely for your prelims preparation. You should be having a note for your thing. Okay. So the note should be based on PYQs. So how to make notes on it? You can use either like a particular subject-wise note, like if you can just do a Google about the last 30 years of PYQ questions, sorry, PYQs on economy, you will get questions. Okay, and you can prepare notes out of it, or else what you can do, you can go by the year wise. I will suggest this year wise, and also come have take different notes. For example, economy note, history note, science and tech, polity, ecology, like that. You can have different notes, but it is better to go in a line with the year wise question analysis. Why? You will be able to understand the patterns, you will be able to understand how questions are being evolved from this point to this point. Okay, so that's a good approach in dealing with the PYQs. And regarding this question, okay, see what is the current question is asking about. The question is, in the context of Indian economy, okay, in the context of Indian economy, which of the following is the purpose, okay, which of the following is the purpose of statutory liquidity ratio? Okay, so the first statement is to control inflation. That means the question is saying, with you, by using this SLR, we will be able to control inflation. And the second statement is saying in the question that by using SLR, okay, the purpose of SLR is to maintain liquidity. I told you in the class itself, if you have attended my classes, you will be able to understand that in liquidity, okay, we are talking about liquidity, okay, and the question itself is saying like the SLR enable, or the SLR purposes for maintaining liquidity. That is the second statement. And the third statement is to ensure solvency of banks. Okay, what do you mean by solvency of bank? Simple. In long term, they should be giving some sort of returns on kind of things. Okay, so that is called solvency. Now, from your side, okay, is there is some? So I can just see some here. I can hear some sound. Is it like a question? Any comments that is popping up? Yeah, Anki, Amit, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. You can just unmute and speak, okay? I told you, right? I won't be able to see the messages. So you can do one thing, just unmute yourself. If you are not able to follow me, if you are having any doubts, or if I'm just going in a speed way, whatever happened, you can just unmute yourself and speak, okay? You don't have to wait for my permission or something, or you don't have to type and wait, okay? Because I'm not able to see the chat box here, okay? So you can just tell me directly, you can unmute and you can just speak. So, okay, anyway, you, Anki, you have just texted me and I got your name. Tell me, what is your answer regarding this question? Hello? Am I audible? Yeah, Pranshu, can you please unmute yourself and give me an answer for this question?
So, all the statements are correct.
All the statements are correct. All right. Could you please explain me how these things are, all the statements are correct? Could you please explain like what made you to think like all the statements are correct?
Yes, sir. So, sir, in inflation, we have to reduce the money supply. So, for
Yeah.
this, like what RBI will do, it will say the banks to, like, it will set the SLR, high SLR. basically.
Yeah.
So if
Mhm.
it will increase the SLR, then the banks will have lesser money for
Mm.
giving loans. So
Yes.
that's how.
So you're saying the statement one is correct. Okay. Now, what about the statement two?
So same logic, the liquidity would be increased for the
Oh,
banks if we'll have.
okay. What is liquidity then?
So the amount of money the banks will have
Amount of
to
amount of money banks need to
lend.
lend. Yeah. Could you please read the statement again?
To increase the liquidity of banks.
Will it increase liquidity of bank?
Um,
What
yes,
is
like
SLR? Just think what is SLR? It is a ratio that will be kept out, right?
yes, like if you set the SLR high, then
Okay. Hmm.
no, it will reduce the liquidity. Sir, sorry.
Oh, is it so? It's all right. No, you don't have to be sorry. Okay. Just think like it increase the liquidity of the bank. That's there is the trap, right? We just had a discussion on this thing, and still we are able to not able to see these small changes. That is this thing, this small word that is increase. Okay. If the statement is like it will adjust, it will meant for adjusting the liquidity, I will say it is correct. But will it increase the liquidity? No. Why? It will it is asking the banks, it is asking the banks to keep a certain portion of their deposit that they have received with themselves, right? So they won't be able to send that money for lending purposes. So that is blocked, that is reserved, right? So the second statement seems to be wrong. Okay, what about the third statement, Pranshu?
So third is correct because if it will maintain the SLR, then the banks will always have the capacity to pay debts.
Very good. And that is the correct point. Okay, that's the correct explanation too. And the option C is the correct answer. Can by if you are able to understand the second statement is wrong, automatically you will be able to cut your option A, option B, as well as option D. Then you are coming into a single answer, that is option C. Clear? So what you have to do after, like, once we are done with the session, there will be people who are like preparing at the night time, and some will be learning it like preparing in the, there are some morning persons, some night owls, everybody is there, right? So whoever you are, you have to make a note on these things. That means that notes the topics that we are discussing over here, and make sure while you are preparing for your prelims you have correct notes on these topics. That, one second, what is it? Oh, what happened? Yeah. Okay. So make sure while you, yeah. So make sure you have noted down the topic SLR. SLR somewhere, that once you start preparing for your prelims exclusively, make sure you have a note on this thing. Like you can just write like this. There is put one point SLR. Okay. In somewhere, maybe in a digital, if you're making a digital note, you can just make a slide for, make a note like prelims, we'll say prelims killer, let's say like that, prelims killer. And these are the prelims killer topics. SLR is a topic, you can expect a question from that. Okay. And also that's enough, that is what you should be doing from this particular question. You should be able to come to an answer, first thing. Second thing, identify the topic, that is SLR. If SLR is asked, definitely CRR also will be an important thing. When you're studying, you talk about both of things, you study about both of things, you compare it, you analyze the differences, you understand the similarities, then you will be able to comprehensively cover this topic for your prelims preparation. Like this, you have to prepare notes as well as you have to prepare for your prelims. Okay. Now let's take the second question. I will be giving you 1 minute time. We'll discuss by 9:19. Is this way of analysis is enough, or should we take something else, some other way? I will call randomly you people name, and you can just explain me like what branch you have did now. I believe you got an answer for this question. It is a very easy question, and it's okay. If you are not able to get answer, also it's fine. Okay. So the topic that we have to make note on is OPO, that is open market operations. Okay, that is the first and primary thing that we have to do. And this topic is our second topic of the day that we have to prepare ourselves. The first topic was, I told, SLR. Second topic, OPO. Okay. Now I want somebody. Yes. Bhumika, please. I remember you, Bhumika. You were there yesterday. Yeah.
The purchase and
Yes.
sale of government securities property.
You are not audible. Is it my problem or is it same with everybody else? Is she audible for others?
So now am I audible, sir?
Yes, Bhumika, you are audible.
Yes. As an option C, purchase and sale of government securities.
Okay. Why you came into that option? Could you please explain me?
Sir, it regulates the economy by
Mm-hmm.
controlling the inflation
Mm-hmm.
and maintains economic stability.
Okay. Somebody is asking me to zoom in the display. Yes. Is it okay now? That person.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay for you that you are able
Yes,
to
sir.
read now? Yeah, fine. So tell me, Bhumika, what do you mean by OPO, or what is the answer for this question?
It's like regulates the economy, sir, when there is excess money supply or reduced money supply, according to
Okay.
purchases or sales the government securities, sir.
Okay, let me ask you something. You told me that money supply. I'm just adding over this question. Let me ask you, what if the money supply, okay, what if you are the Reserve Bank governor, or you may be the chairman of there's another question. Reserve Bank governor is the ex officio chairman of MPC, that is Monetary Policy Committee. And Bhumika, you are the Reserve Bank governor currently. Okay. And you got to know that the money supply is very high. Okay. If
Okay.
so, what you should do? Should you buy, okay, securities, or should you sell securities? G6.
Hmm. So, one second. Money
Hello.
supply is high, sir.
Yeah, money supply is very high.
Yes, sir. I will purchase the securities.
Okay. When you purchase government security, what will happen?
Money supply is reduced, sir, because amount will goes to RBI. So
No.
money supply is reduced.
Okay, Bhumika, I will just explain you one more time. That is, the money supply is already very high. Okay, the money
Yes,
supply
sir.
is already very high. Okay, that means there is excess of money in the economy, right? So
Yes.
when you buy something, when you buy something from economy, what you are pumping in, you are again pumping in money, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so will it be possible, or it will be possible, of course, but I'm asking you, will it be a right option to buy securities when there is excess money supply? Hmm? Should I?
Sorry, sir. We sell the securities so the money comes to RBI.
Exactly, that's how you have to think. You got the concept. Should I explain you again?
Yes, I got the concept,
Yes,
sir.
I know you people will be very tired as it the time itself is 9:23 in the night.
Yes, I got little confused.
Sorry?
Little confused, sir.
No,
Sorry.
no, okay, it's all right. It will happen, no? It will happen. In the preparation time, it should be like that only. Once you have in the practice time, you should be taking up all the mistakes that can be happened in the preparation. Only if you are committing a lot of mistakes and failures, you'll be understand how things are working in the prelims paper. And especially in PYQs, if you are just playing around PYQ every time, that is going to give you an extra edge in your preparation. So it's better, it's okay to be confused at this stage. Okay, And by now you should be able to know something, that the economy, while you approaching this economy, particularly the questions from economy, from banking and all, there should be a great logic. Okay, so
Okay.
the logic should be used in a wise way. You can just take
Okay,
examples.
sir.
Okay, you can take the help of examples, you can visualize sometimes. Okay, just I do this kind of visualization, I draw these kind of things in my paper. In the side of the margin I will just draw like this. Okay, suppose even I used to get some confused when I'm reading some statements, I feel like that is correct. To make sure that I will just draw some diagrams. For example, this is an economy, or there is high money supply, so I have to pump in money. So what I have to do, I have to buy something from here. If I buy, the money will go in. So that is the thing. That is a very basic
Okay.
logic. Okay. So this way
Okay.
you have to do lot of kind of these kind of things can be done in your prelims preparation. Not only preparation time, and also while you're studying also, it's very good. Like when you're preparing, when you reading about open market operation or sterilization. Okay, what you can do,
Okay.
you can just visualize. Okay, it's this thing, this is the case. If the economy, don't think like economy as such an Indian economy, great things or something like that. Just think like a box, very small kind of analysis. This is an economy, like this, some arrows, buying, selling, those kind of things are enough. Okay, so it is a
Okay, sir.
great way to approach your PYQs, like especially the economics PYQs in this way. Because I have done that and I have got the result also. So you can do like this. I mean, you visualize every moment, not moment, you visualize the every questions that we've been asked. You try to
Okay,
bring
sir.
some imaginary things and you can be able to get answers. And this will reduce the confusion. Okay. And of course, there are some other options. Okay, Bhumika, you may mute. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
yeah. So the other options also we should be just checking up. The first option is borrowing by scheduled banks from RBI. Okay, borrowing by scheduled banks from what it is called. I have talked about this thing in our class. Anybody voluntarily please unmute yourself and just tell me. Let me know.
Repo rate? Sorry, reverse repo rate?
Reverse repo rate is there. It's okay. Borrowing by scheduled banks from, there is a concept. You are right. Actually, repo rate and reverse repo rate is a rate that banks have to pay to RBI when they are buying, sorry, when they are taking loans from RBI. You are right. But the concept of borrowing by scheduled banks from RBI, it is called, it is a facility. I will give you a hint. It is a facility.
So marginal standing facility.
Marginal standing facility. I want something better answer. There is one word is there. I will say one more word. The last word is facility. There is adjustment also. The second word is adjustment.
Liquidity adjust
Standing deposit.
Yes, that is LAF. That is liquidity adjustment facility.
facility.
Liquidity adjustment facility. Sorry. Yeah.
LAF, sir.
So
Yeah.
liquidity LAF. Very good. Very good. Yes, LAF. So that is, what is LAF? LAF is it is a facility of borrowing. Is a facility for the scheduled banks to borrow from RBI. And that is called LAF. And there should be, you should know that only scheduled commercial banks have this facility. Okay. By default, the banks that are coming under Section 3 of RBI Act have this facility. Okay. So the second statement, lending by commercial banks to industries and trade. What it is? The difficult question, I know. This B, what it is? It's just, I was just kidding. Okay, it's just a loan that we are getting, right? Okay. Then none of the above. None of the above. Yep. Okay. All right. No offense to none of the above, but the probability of that none of the above getting correct is very low. So better you take it with a pinch of salt. Okay. Because the none of the above most of the time it is not the answer. Okay. Why this? I have talked to one of the UPSC like a board member past. Then I asked him, why you sir people, why you guys are putting up this none of the above in the options, and the written this his reply was very funny. And he told me what? He told me like they don't have any other option. They are very lazy basically. So they are fed up with first 3 options itself. So they don't want to create any new options. So they just make this none of the above, like what he told me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do this third question. Yeah. Oh, it's in 2 papers. Let me zoom out. Are you able to see the question clearly? Question and options?
So question isn't visible. I think. Option 1 and 2 are visible.
Okay.
Maybe if we read
Okay.
question 1 and then see the options, it would work.
Okay. Okay. The thing is like, are you able to see the question? Just ignore the 1, 1, 2, and 2 like that. Are you able
Yes,
to see
sir.
the
With the
question?
reference to the Indian economy, sir, like the statement
Yes,
is
sir.
clear.
We
Okay.
can. Yep.
Yes, man. Yes, yes, yes. You do it. The options are very simple. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Not 1, not 2. I mean, neither 1, not 2. Yeah, then whom should I call? Abhay?
So I guess the answer is 2 is correct, 1 is incorrect.
2 is correct, 1 is incorrect. Okay. So what is the question?
B.
With reference to Indian economy. Yeah. One second. Yeah, okay, man. I got you. That is your option is option B, right? That is 2 only.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me read the question. So you guys have known by this time. I am also seeing the question right now only. Okay. So I will be also doing questions with you. So with reference to Indian economy, consider the following statement. All right. If the inflation is too high, you have to mark it there. Too high. The inflation is very high. The Reserve Bank of India is likely to buy government security. Okay. Learn. Oh, sorry. If the rupee is rapidly depreciating, RBI is likely to sell dollars in the market. Okay, interesting. Yep. Anybody else have another view? Like the option should not be B. It should be something else. Is there anybody like that?
D
Please
option.
unmute. Okay. Sorry, who was that?
D.
B is correct or wrong? What are you saying?
Correct. Neither 1 and 2.
Oh, D is correct. D for donkey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Anything else? Any other things? We appreciate every answer. So please come up with answers. Okay. All right. So anybody joining with that ma'am who have told the answer D?
Because the money value is depreciating, RBI want to keep the stock of a dollar with the hand
Why?
to reduce the depreciation.
Okay. Why they are keeping that dollar with them, ma'am? What's your name?
It's Monisha.
Okay, Monisha. Why they want to keep that dollar in their purse? What is the purpose of it?
To stabilize our rupee,
Okay, how
we
they
have to keep
stabilize?
the more
Okay,
dollar.
okay,
To
how they
attract.
are? Yeah, how they are stabilizing with using the dollar?
Attract the investment from the
Oh,
foreign.
is it so? Like if you have dollar in your pocket, you will attract. Is it no? No. You should have more
I
clarity
did
on.
not. I'm not sure about that,
It's
but
all.
I have heard of this sentence. If the money value is depreciating, government will hold the dollars more in
Hmm.
their hand. I
Okay.
just
Okay. I
heard
don't know.
somewhere.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it won't be like that. Okay. Maybe it's something else. But let me tell you. I will explain to you. Then you will be able to understand. Okay. So first of all, let's take the first statement. That is, if the inflation is too high. We again drawing a economy. This is our economy. Okay, I am going to take a patent over this one. Okay, this is my economy. So if the inflation is too high, that is the money supply is very high. Just assuming the money supply is very high. Not every case, but I'm saying the money supply is very high. The Reserve Bank of India is likely to buy. When you buy something, when you take goods out, you should be giving out money. So we are pumping more money. So
So
this statement is wrong. So yes,
the
hello.
same as the above question concept, sir.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. Exactly. That's how. See why? You just look at the above question 2027, sorry, 2017, 2021. Right? The questions repeat every time. Not repeat, maybe the themes repeat. No, I told you before itself that themes repeat. This year also, we'll be expecting a question from this team itself. So you make sure that whenever you're preparing for your prelims, especially when you're preparing for your economics, you make sure that you have done thorough homework on these kind of topics. And that's what only we can do actually. And your basics, and this is what do you mean by basics? And these are called controllables. There are some questions, no, out of this entire question papers, 30 to 35 questions will be uncontrollable questions. That means even you will be taking at least 10 to 15 minutes to understand the meaning of the question. Okay, I'm just exaggerating, but I'm saying it will be a difficult question. These are the questions that is very low hanging fruits, which you should be collecting at the very first itself. And you should be getting correct for these kind of questions also. And there will be approximately 20 to 35 questions like this. That means you will be easily getting like 70 to 75 marks from these kind of questions itself. And with the thorough practices, you will be able to get like, another 20 to 25 questions correct, which is more than sufficient to crack your, which is more than sufficient to reserve a seat for your mains preparation. All right. But when it comes to the
Okay, sir.
second statement, that is if the rupee is rapidly depreciating. So what do you mean by depreciating? I will give an example. For example, it is 2020. Okay, $1 value was just assume 70 rupees, and now it is 2025. Sorry, now it is 2025. Value of $1 is equal to 80 rupees. Is it an appreciation? Is it a depreciation? What do you think?
Depreciation, sir.
Is it an appreciation? Depreciation. Why? Because earlier we only have to give 70 rupees to buy $1. Now it is 80 rupees. Why? The value of rupee got down or downgraded. Okay, in this time I just want to briefly talk about a small concept which is very familiar for all of you, but for the purpose of explaining, I just have to mention about these things. So I will just 1 second, let me clear the screen. Okay, I will really appreciate if somebody can teach me on these things. Yeah, 1 second. So there is a concept called depreciation. Okay, depreciation and devaluation. What is the difference between depreciation and devaluation? Anybody? Please voluntarily speak up. Yeah, I will tell you then. So we told the value of money is depreciating, right? So what determines the value? Okay, this is demand curve, which is always downward sloping, and this is supply curve, which is upward sloping. So this is called the equilibrium point, and this is the price, equilibrium price. Okay, then when the demand, when the demand increases, what happens? The price also increases. There is a demand theory is there which states like when price increases, demand increases, when price decreases, demand increases, like that. But in this case, just assume like that. When the demand increases, the price also increases. Demand decreases, price also decreases. Okay. So, and these are called the market forces. That is demand and supply. Demand and supply are called the market forces. Okay. So I told you when the demand is decreasing, what happens? The price or the value will also decrease. That is, when the demand for Indian rupee is decreasing, the value will be decreasing. So if it is happening due to market force, okay, if it is happening due to market force, this is called depreciation. Market force. That is due to demand and supply of the particular currency. It is called depreciation of currency. And if it is intentionally the governments have the potential to intentionally downgrade the value of their currency. How? For example, if they are holding lot of, like, they can artificially create demand for the currency. So if they want to increase the value of this particular currency, what the governments can do, they just have to increase the demand of the currency. So what happened? The price will be increasing, right? Similarly, what they can do, they can just supply like huge amount of money. If they can supply huge amount of money, this is going to devalue their currency. And in India, during the Manmohan Singh era, okay, we have done these kind of things. Why? Because we have to make sure our exports are competitive. Why? Because when we devalue, okay, when we devalue our currency, suppose, okay, it's currency, our goods will be cheaper. So cheaper goods will be attracted, right? Suppose there is an ice cream factory in USA, okay, and the cost of one ice cream is maybe like $5, which is roughly around, I will say, like, yeah, maybe 300 rupees. And the same ice cream in India it will be costing around 100 rupees. Okay, if it is like a Baskin Robbins or something, just assume, okay, 100 rupees. So the US people, when they are looking up, they understood that to make an ice cream in US, it will cost around 300 rupees, but the same can be made in India for 100 rupees. Why can't we export from India, right? So why can't we import from India? So when they import from India, what will come into India? Dollars will be coming into India, right? So this was his policy. So he devalued the currency to attract more export destinations. Okay, that was a successful policy actually. So this is the difference between devaluation and depreciation. So now look at this. If the rupee is rapidly depreciating, I told you the value is depreciating. I mean, the value is coming very low. That means what we can say, this is the demand and this is the supply. Yep.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Sir, you told that
No
the
problem.
goods will become cheaper, sir. So,
Yes.
like the companies will make less profit, so they will become more export. Like it will become more export. Like they will export the goods so that they can earn like more profit. Like that, sir.
Yes, like that only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like they export more, no? When suppose what is happening currently with our why we exported a lot of petroleum from Russia recently. I mean, in this 2020 to 2025 time, we exported a lot of petroleum from Russia. Anybody, could you please pick up on this topic?
Yes, sir. Um, so since Russia-Ukraine ka war was there,
Yeah.
hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, so because of that, I mean, India and China did a lot of import of petroleum crude oil,
Why?
and because of which, because I mean, there were sanctions on Russia,
Okay.
and second thing was that India has a very good power of, the refining of petroleum. So, and hence,
Yeah,
because
what
of
can be
that
very
particular
basic
reason,
reason, ma'am? What's your name?
as in Monica, sir.
Okay, Monica, what do you think?
Yes.
Like, what can be very basic reason to shift? Suppose we were buying oils from Iran and other like OPEC countries, and what is the why we just completely shifted our majority of oil importing from Russia? What is the
Sir,
sudden trigger? There was a sudden
technically,
trigger, right?
technically, one reason is that because of the sanctions, there was huge demand for crude oil in the market because Russia was not allowed to give out oils to any other country.
Okay.
Here, the demand went up, but the cost of crude oil went down for Russia. I mean,
Exactly. That's the
the
point.
selling
That's the whole
point.
point. That's the
Yeah.
whole point that I was searching for. That's the whole answer that I
Okay.
was searching from you. That is the core. I mean, the initial price of the Russian crude oil was very low as compared to what other international prices, right? So that happened, no? Then what happened? Suddenly the prices are low. What we did? We just buy it in bulk, very huge. We buy it, right? So why that happened? Why? Because the cost of the commodities were very low. So that's the same here. When we devalue, definitely the cost will be not definitely. I will say when we devalue, our trade competitive, export competitiveness will be very high. That is when we compare the goods made in India with the goods made in Italy. Most of the time, the goods made in Italy will be more costlier as compared to Indian goods, right? So that is one of the reason for India being one of the export destination. Not surely, I won't say like that. Just assume like that. India is never a complete export destination. Not so, okay. But still, we can say like that also. I mean, it is because of the cost. When the goods are cheaper, simple. There is a demand theory. The same theories which I reciprocally I'm just using here also. There is a demand theory which is a PYQ too. What is the demand theory? It says when other things remaining the same, when price of a commodity increases, the demand for the commodity decreases. When price of the commodity decreases, demand of the commodity increases. Okay, when demand increases, it's again going to increase the price. This is a cycle. Yeah. Okay. So I think the second statement is clear now. The rupee is rapidly depreciating. I told you, no. So what is this? This was the initial value. The rapidly depreciating. That means the value is just coming down, 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 and down. Okay. And this is the supply. Now this was the former value. Now the value is being downgraded. So how can we increase this value? We need to increase the demand for rupee. We need to increase the demand for rupee. How to increase the demand for rupee? I told you, no, that earlier ma'am have told that there was a dollar, right? Dollar in our pocket. That is in our forex. There is dollar, right? So what we will do? We will just sell that dollar in the market, and we will demand for rupee. We say like, okay, we don't want dollar, just give us our rupee back. Not our rupee back. We will say like, we just give us rupee. We are going to sell what dollar in the market. So when we sell dollar in the market, the supply of dollar will be increased and the demand for rupee will be increased. When demand increases, value increases. This is a philosophical term, right? When demand increases, the value of the person also increases. So that is the same here. When the demand for the rupee increases, the value of rupee also increases. The same here. The rupee's value was depreciating. What RBI did? They opened their forex account. What was there inside? There was dollar inside. What they did? They just sold the dollar. That means they pumped dollar into the economy. They created they created huge supply of dollar in the economy, and in return they started to demand more Indian rupee. When they demanded more Indian rupee, the value of Indian rupee increased. I used to talk to students every time that economics is a particular subject which you should be integrating every time. I mean, there is a cycle everywhere in economics. Economics doesn't happen due to one particular reason. It is like a chain of events that a lot of things are happening in there. Okay, we'll see in our classes also. All right. So I think the second statement is like what is correct. Is it clear for everybody? So the answer should be answer B. That is 2 only. Is it clear for everybody?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
one
sir.
question I had. Sir,
Yeah.
recently there was a news that China was buying a lot of gold. So, sir,
Yeah.
this was the this strategy was like they were using pumping dollar into the market by buying gold. So, like
Exactly. That's a great analysis, bro. I mean, I've also like read that about. It is a great analysis. One of the reasons for increasing gold prices is also that, right? So what they are doing, there is something called de-dollarization drive is happening in all the world. Okay, why de-dollarization? Because everybody want to stay away from dollar. Why? Whatever stupid things that is happening in USA is going to affect their future also. So they want to stay away from dollars. That is one of the reason for why countries are just pegging on metals. I mean, the gold kind of thing. That is one of the reason for increasing gold prices in India. Okay, is it clear, man? And that's a good analysis anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
We'll do the last question. Yeah. I think you can see the questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Anybody want to come up with an answer for this one, or should I call?
Yeah, it should be A answer, sir.
So it
A.
should be
It should be A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The first man who was pick up A man.
Amit.
Please.
Yeah.
Amit. Yes, Amit. Yes. Oh, it's like A man Amit. Okay. Fine. Yes. All right. Tell me why you saying like it's option A and not others. Just explain to us.
Actually, monetary policies are just meant for to control inflation and for the growth only, sir.
Okay.
So repo rates and all the rates are corrected and measured by in that meetings.
Mm-hmm.
AMCs are held, I think, 4 times in a year
Yes.
to check the inflation and growth.
Okay. Yes. So you are saying the first option, right?
Yeah.
What about other three?
Other three can't say, but it's not about my monetary policy.
Yes. Very good. Very
It's
good.
run by government itself, so it can't be calculated in the monetary policies.
Super. Yes. So that's a very good logic. That is monetary policy, and it refers to the process by which a change in the policy rate affect inflation and growth. Very simple, right? Okay. And I'm not expecting a question that is going to be from this particular topic again, because this is kind of a penalty questions. What is penalty questions? That is like in football there is a penalty, right? That is, you can just directly kick to the goal. Only goalie will be there. Easy shots. And these kind of questions don't have the tendency to be repeated. They may repeat. I'm not that guy to predict the questions every time, but I am assuming they don't have the tendency to repeat these kind of questions again and again. Okay, but it's better. I told you, right? There are some. I don't think I've told you this. You people, I have talked today about to other people that by just analyzing the wordings, you will be able to get some answers. So these questions are one among such, and it refers to the process by which it shows how policy rates are affecting inflation and growth. Okay, should I explain more on this question? Is it a necessary thing? Yeah. Yeah. If so, we are done. Let me wrap the session. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. If so, we're done for the day. Okay, guys. Any doubts?
Sir, you told me regarding that full paper test now. So, sir, can we switch off to GS1 paper, sir? GS3 is, a bit
Okay.
difficult for me.
1 second. 1 second. Am I audible?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are.
Whether my cameras are, can you see me?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Oh, sorry, man. I was just in a technical thing. There was a very glitch. I was just solving it now. So I'm now visible. Yeah, tell me, what were you saying?
Sir, you told me about the test, right? So, can we go for GS1, sir, instead of GS3? Like you told me GS1, GS2, GS3, like 3 subjects only. GS1, sir. Like
Okay, it's up to you, man. No problem.
okay, sir. Okay.
So, how many days do you want to prepare for that?
Sir, I need till Friday, sir.
Oh,
Friday.
okay, fine. We'll do it in Saturday then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No issues. No issues.
Okay. Yep. Anything else, people? All of you had your dinner?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Yeah. Okay then. Chalo. ठीक है.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you.